This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. And this is a special date on the college football calendar. Number 1 versus number 2 here late in the season. This, folks, is a potential national championship game preview, as we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on the second-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Red Wolves will kick this away to get us going. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He shreds the tackle. Tough running to avoid a loss, and just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Alabama comes up to the line, breaking down. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Short connection to the tight end here. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on third down. Get him the ball.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw again. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Fighting off the tackler. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Kirk, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
And the quarterback dropping back. He's moving out of the pocket. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for second and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bama.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And it's picked off in the end zone. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown. That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. All down his offense coming back onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play.
Here's the throw deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
The extra point makes the lead 6. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. And the defense make adjustments here. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to
fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Catch made on the left side.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass caught. Second down now. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Receiver makes the grab. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Important third down play coming up after that completion. We go with a direct snap. The Red Wolves are on the move here.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. And the Red Wolves pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. The pocket breaking down. Big gain. Catch made at the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Red Wolves have 1st and 10 here. A new set of downs after that completion. There's the handoff. Oh, there's the stiff arm. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Down he goes. A sack.
Boy, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. You just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
1st down and goal now. Can they punch it in? The pass rush closing in. Escapes the... And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. And he'll set up to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And they will try out the field goal team here. It'll be a 26-yard attempt. Should be automatic. He knocks this one right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they tackle him at the 8. The offense starts backed up on this possession. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They're going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up for 1st and goal. What a play.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out.
And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He bought some time, now lets it go. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, tie.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the extra point was up and good. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before. A solid gain on that pass.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's going to take off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. And looking for a big play here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. In the 2nd quarter, it's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
And they tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This has been an offensive show so far. Back and forth. Both defenses reeling at the moment. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Course at the sideline steps out after a short gain. A completion sets up a second down play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up third down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. 29 Philly. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running through the tackle. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looking right. This one caught. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense really clicking here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down. Looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Alabama now operating in the red zone. An inside give now from the shotgun. Oh, and he fumbles. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find.
He'll be brought down so they come up empty on that 2-point try.
This is part of the risk you take as a play caller when you throw the football in the 2-point conversion. The ball has got to get out of the quarterback's hands quickly, or else there's the potential of pressure and a sack. The defense does a good job of coverage, and they got after that quarterback there on the conversion.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. This will likely be the last play of the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there on what will be the final play of the quarter. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors for a halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Oh, and he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. Can they catch him? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! Now the try here for the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football.
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he'll drop back here on third down. Pressure is coming. Contact as he threw it. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. Punt team ready to boot it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And the field goal is good. And they've reclaimed the lead with that. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
And your Alabama Crimson Tide will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time. Looking to put together a positive drive here. Receiver in motion now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the left side. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Dropping back, it's Little. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he's picked off, threw it across his body, and paid the price. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Well, he might have been able to get away with that in high school, but everybody up here in college, they're bigger, they're faster, they're more aware. And it's dangerous throws like this that are more often going to be picked than a completion. He'll figure that out, but you have to fail a little bit first, and that last throw will be a big lesson.
And the Red Wolves are in the red zone.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Out of the gun now on third down. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He's going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this two-point conversion. Looking to pass. It's Little. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Let's it fly to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
He's running out of time here. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the 1st down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
Handed off for a draw. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the defense on this play right here? Because they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense. That's pin in their ears to get upfield. But instead, it's almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Now the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
the end of the third quarter. With the score.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous. Lost his concentration and drops the ball.
Lets it go quickly. And he throws his third interception of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping him out of the end zone.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And it's a touchdown, but hold on here. We have a flag down. Let's check what that's about. Well, that one is going to sting. Take the crucial touchdown off the board. They'll be backed up and have to try it again. Looking to throw. It's Little. Caught quickly. And he's tackled after the catch. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will have to settle for 3? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He'll try a pass here. Picked off, a crucial turnover.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. He'll go down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Finds his man. Breaking free at the 35. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Red Wolves pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
There he is. Finally, he's able to get on track and pick up some big yards here in the 4th quarter. It has been a relatively quiet game for him. The defense has done a nice job of bottling him up, but not there. He finally shows what he's capable of doing when he gets out in space and can show that speed.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Extending the play now. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Or it's snapped to the back. And the Red Wolves are looking to keep this drive going.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. We've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead. And now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
Now the try for 2. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's incomplete. The try fails. Instead of going up by 3, still a 1-point game here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And this one will be fair caught. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
He'll hand it off. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 10.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun.
How about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Alabama.
First down here for this offense. They're going to run it here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. It's a shotgun run call. They can't slow him down. Stopped short of the end zone. Spot the ball at the 2-yard line. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Here we go, one of the biggest moments of the game so far. The field goal unit out there for a high-pressure attempt. And it comes down to this, a chance to put his team in the lead in the final stages of this one. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And with that, they regain the lead. Well, you love to see a game, Kirk, come down to the final possession. I mean, who's going to have the football last? And they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire